Well, did you know that suicide is the fourth leading cause of death in the U.S. among adults 18 to 65? To raise awareness, the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention organizes annual Out of the Darkness walks across the country.
Alnicia Gibson is chairperson for an event taking place this weekend in our area, and she joins us now in studio to tell us more about it. Thank you so much for coming tonight.
Sure, thank you for having me.
Now, we just heard a startling statistic. How big of a public health issue is suicide in our country?
Suicide is huge. Actually, suicide is the 10th leading cause of deaths in the United States of America.
I read on the American Foundation Suicide Prevention website that every 13.3 minutes someone dies of suicide. That's terrible, which is why you all are raising awareness through events like the Out of Darkness Walk. Tell us about that.
Correct. Well, we're super excited because this is the first Prince George's County Out of the Darkness Community Walk. And why it's called the Out of the Darkness Community Walk is we want to bring light to the suicide, especially in Prince George's County. Like I said, this is the first one, and we want to impact the Prince George's County community.
Now, this is the first one here locally, but these kind of walks take place across the country, nationwide. I think we have some pictures of some events that have taken place in other places, and they have great turnouts. But this isn't just raising awareness, this is raising funds. And tell us what those proceeds go towards.
Actually, the proceeds goes to funds research. It develops programs to create educational programs for individuals and doctors and things of that nature. And it also has programs that get network of people that has lost loved ones to suicide.
Well, in terms of age and demographics, what are we talking about when you compare groups in terms of suicide rates?
Well, pretty much it's about 18 to 24. If you're going to break it down in dynamics as far as, ethnic groups, it's about 19.5 for Caucasians. African Americans is a little smaller than about 18%.
And what kinds of signs can people look for, if you want to know what and help somebody out prior to something happening?
Number one, I always tell people is isolation. When, they're locking themselves in the room, they're, not asking any texts, not doing anything, and also just writing maybe a will. Getting things in order, giving things away, things of that nature.
Often depression is kind of correlated with suicide. Tell us about what kind of signs we can look out for in terms of if someone is depressed.
I always say isolation is number one. That's what people really tend to do. Also just mood swings, out of character. And just a lot of people that suffer depression, generally they don't take care of themselves. You might see some, dressing habits or eating habits, and they sleep a lot or tend not to sleep at all.
What kind of resources are available locally for people who might be seeking help or help for a loved one?
Okay. Well, the first one, of course, is the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. That's who's sponsoring the walk on this Saturday, October the 17th. Also, there's several other resources. They're called core service agencies, and there are about 25 of them throughout the Prince George's County area. And also, it's a mental health association, and also one called the National Alliance of Mental Illness. They have chapters in PG County and Montgomery County and all over the U.S.
But we only have a couple seconds left, but just tell us about your event this weekend.
Okay, we're excited. It's October 17th, Rosaryville State Park, 7805 West Martin Avenue. We start at 11:30. I'm sorry, registration starts at 10 o'clock, and we have over 200 participants. So I am definitely excited about how this is going to impact the community.
And room for more, right?
Looking for more.
Yes. We have a few $1,000s to go before we hit our goal. So
Patty and I are trying to get everyone out for you.
Okay, I appreciate it.
All right, thank you so much. Sure. And once again, that event is this Saturday, October 17th at Rosaryville State Park in Upper Marlboro. Registration, as she mentioned, is at 10 a.m. The walk starts at 11:30. And to find more events near you, as well as information on suicide prevention and related resources, you can visit afsp.org.